We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of Baseball on the Show. Coming up, we've got a good matchup in store between the Baltimore Orioles and the Minnesota Twins. Baltimore attempt to end a 6-game losing streak. Next. Bert Blyleven gets the ball for the Twins in this one. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, you take a look at that ERA. That's a little bloated right now. This guy's a better pitcher than that, but he hasn't been real consistent. One good game, one bad game. I think what he needs to do, if he can string together 3 or 4 good quality games in a row, that ERA will start creeping back down. He definitely needs to start pitching a lot better than he has up to this point, and it'll be interesting to see if he can turn it around in this one.
Brian Roberts is in to start things off here as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. And guys, as we take a look at the Twins at the start of play here tonight, they come in looking to make it 2 in a row as they were winners last time out.
Yeah, Matty, a lot of things trending in the right direction for this team. They won their last game, they scored a bunch of runs, and let's see if they continue that today.
Very mild temperatures as we begin tonight. 58 degrees here at first pitch. 1-1 is a breaking ball that's taken for a ball. The 2-1 hit on the ground down the first baseline. Killebrews got it, and that's out number 1.
Batting second, the third baseman, number 13, Manny Machado.
Here's Manny Machado now, and he comes in as a player to watch out for, hitting well over 300 on the season. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And set up behind the dish is Gary Simmons as you see the rest of our umpiring crew there.
You know, D-Row, Gary Simmons, he's one of those umpires. He'll give you one thing or the other. At times his zone can be a little wide, and then he's a little more strict north and south, but he's a pretty consistent umpire.
The key, Dan, is be consistent. You want to give him the inside half, I'm okay with that, but then you can't give him away.
High in the air, carrying well out to deep center. Center fielder looking up, still going back, and it's gone. It's a solo home run off the bat of Manny Machado. Number 13 for him on the year. As the O's are on the board first, it's 1-0.
What a way to get things started while playing on the road. Top of the first and a big fly, just like that, they take the lead.
Into the box now, Brady Anderson. As he'll take a look at a curveball that misses wide for ball 1. 287 the average coming in. 18 homers, 39 driven in. The 1-0 is laid off, but in there for strike 1.
Very rarely does a pitcher like this leave one in a location like that. That's a pitch right there he'd like to have back. He'd love to swing at that one again.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. And he'll come back with 1 in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now.
Looks like that bomb earlier in the inning kind of put this pitcher on the defensive. Not being very aggressive right now.
Liner towards second. Throw on to Killebrew, 2 down. Digging in, Frank Robinson. He had a couple of hits in yesterday's contest. First pitch of the at-bat. Just off the outside, and it's 1-0. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. And he takes one off the inside corner for ball 2.
He's a veteran out on that mound. He understands he has to establish that inside fastball to open up the outer half of the plate.
Off-speed pitch misses here, and he runs it to 3-1. Eddie Murray would be next. The 3-1 pitch. High and deep down the left field line. And this will wind up a foul ball. Now the 3-2 pitch. Right side hit hard. And that finds its way through for a base hit.
Boy, after that base knock right there, D-Roll, he extends his hitting streak to 7 games.
Yeah, and you can tell he's made some necessary adjustments at the plate. Anytime you're getting a knock every day of the week, you're doing things right. He's keeping that front shoulder tucked, staying inside the ball, not trying to do too much.
Hit down the third baseline. The numbers, 282 to start play, 9 homers and 21 driven in. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. Pitch misses low. The throw down is not in time as he just gets in ahead of the throw.
We all know this team is struggling right now. They're on a losing streak, so when that's the case, sometimes you need to be a little bit more aggressive and try to put some pressure on your opponents. Stolen bases are a good way of doing that, so we'll see if it pays off on the scoreboard for him right now.
Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. One and 2. Here it is. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. And oh, he missed a home run by a matter of feet. It's off the wall. And the run will score from second to make this a 2-0 ball game.
Hey, D-Roll, they're off to a nice 2-0 lead right here. Now I think it's time to keep the pressure on and try to add on.
Yeah, this guy's a quality pitcher, and you know at any moment he gets into a rhythm, he can rattle off some donuts up there. So this is a nice job by the offense, but not done yet.
Standing in now, Boog Powell, as he'll take a first pitch curveball right down the middle for strike 1. He'll enter play here with an average just over 250, 11 home runs and 22 RBIs. Ready with the 0-1 pitch.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
Swung on but fouled off to the left. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes.
2 balls.
Pretty good breaking ball to lay off of right there. If I'm pitching, I might think this guy might be sitting on something off speed.
The 2-2 is in there, a called strike 3. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. On now to the bottom of inning number 1. Baltimore's out in front, 2-0. Mike Messina gets the call for game 1 of the series. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, Matt, we're getting a look at a guy that's really been struggling lately. In his last 3 starts, he has a whip of over 1.50. Lots of base runners, lots of hits, and lots of walks, and that doesn't add up to very good performances. So he's going to look to turn things around in this one here today.
Digging in, Rod Carew. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. He'll start him with a fastball down and in for a ball, 1-0. Guys, the Orioles, as they begin play here tonight, they are in the midst of a pretty bad stretch as they've dropped 6 straight coming in. A ball and a strike. Pitch is popped up. Machado is over, and he's got it for the first out of the inning.
Batting second, the third baseman, Gary Coyote.
Up next for Minnesota, Gary Coyote. And as you take a look at the splits here, he's actually better against right-handed pitching this season. Here comes the first pitch.
Ball. Count 1-0.
One out, nobody on. And solid contact there as this ball is belted high in the air out to left. Gone! A solo shot here to left, number 14 on the season, and the Twins cut the lead in half here. It's now a 2-1 ball game.
Boy, this guy's hot right now. Hit a bomb yesterday and hit another tape measure shot today. When he gets hot, he hits them in bunches. This could be the beginning of one of those extended hot streaks.
In now, Harmon Killebrew.
The first baseman,
He swings and hits it foul off to the right and out of play. He did not play last night, but clearly back in the starting nine for this one. 0-1, here it comes. And no swing, apparently. Ball one.
Hey, this guy's nasty on the mound, and to check swing and not chase that one puts himself right back in the count.
Oh, shaking his head on that knuckle curve. 1-2. Fouled away. Here's the pitch. And he lays off it to even the count 2-2.
So you'd love for him to offer at that one, but the execution was flawless. Nice curveball that starts in the zone and breaks just out. Just a great take by the batter.
The 2-2 one more time. Bounce to first. Fielded cleanly, and he'll take it onto the bag himself. Two gone now here in the first. Digging in now, Tony Olivo. And you see what he's done in recent action. Obviously seeing the ball well right now. First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
Ball one. Ball one, no strike.
2 out, nobody on. Strike taken up in the zone.
Well, he's following the code not to miss down and into a lefty. Everything on the outer half of the plate.
The 1-1. Count is 1-2 now. Now here it comes. And he fouls this one off. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Fastball didn't miss by much, and it's a full count now. 3-2. Bob Allison would be next. The 3-2 pitch. Toward the gap in right center. This is going to be a base hit, and he may take that big turn at first. And he's able to hustle his way up to second as he'll reach here with a 2-base hit.
Let's take another look at just a textbook swing right there. Good weight transfer, good hands to the ball, solid contact, and great extension through the ball.
Yeah, that's about as pretty as a swing gets. Nice look at it there from our camera guys as well. To the plate now, Bob Allison, as he'll take a look at ball one. Opportunity for him here to pick up that runner from second with 2 away. Two and 0 to the Twins left fielder. Messina, he's the kind of pitcher that a lot of pitching coaches and managers really appreciate, and that he rarely issues the free pass. He's a strike thrower.
Yeah, Matty V, and I think every pitching coach and every manager loves to have a guy like this on his staff. He won't beat himself. He'll make you put the ball in play, and he's not afraid to get his defense allowed. He's a pitch-to-contact guy, and that's one of the keys why he's been able to be such a good pitcher at this level.
The set and the 2-1. Sent foul again, and after being way ahead, now it's even at 2-2.
It's going to be back to some serious tee work if he can't put that pitch in play right in his wheelhouse.
Fouled off. Olivo stands at second with 2 gone. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. But the Twins at least do get one back on this solo home run. Second inning coming up, and this is now a 2-1 ball game. Second inning set to go, and next the dangerous power threat, Cal Ripken.
Cal Ripken Jr.
First pitch on its way.
That's a ball. Count 1-0.
That's inside. 2-0.
Hey, you want to talk about being in a zone? This guy's been raking lately, and it all starts with his pitch selection. 2 great takes, and he's almost daring the pitcher just go ahead and challenge him.
And it's fouled away. The 2-1. Down the first baseline. Killebrew fields it cleanly, and he'll take this to the bag himself, and the leadoff man set down to start the second.
Batting it, the catcher, Chris Orioles.
Digging in, Chris Boyles. He was responsible for the only run they could muster in yesterday's ball game. It was a solo shot. First offering on its way. And a ball 1-0. And it's a called strike to even the count at 1. A ball and 2 strikes to the Baltimore backstop now. The 1-2. Lifted in the air toward the line and right. And foul. The 1-2. Misses low. Good take on the curveball there.
He might have to look for a different way to put this guy away on 2-2. He's already seen the curveball a couple of times, so he might be looking for it.
Well above the letters with the fastball that time.
Looked like he tried to elevate a fastball on that 2-2 pitch there, but kind of overdid it. With a pitch that high, it's pretty easy to lay off if you're the hitter.
Comes with the fastball, but it's outside for ball 4.
And I'm sure the manager is just fine with that. I mean, it's better to battle a slugger like that to the end and end up walking him than serving one up, or he can really hurt you.
Into the box now, Paul Blair. First shot for him here with a runner at first now and 1 away. From the stretch. And facing right-handed pitching so far this season, Blair is holding on to a batting average way down in the 210s.
He'd be the first to tell you he's not happy with his batting average this season, but he can beat you in a variety of different ways, and he has to because he wouldn't be here otherwise.
Behind 0-2 now. Runners on first with 1 down. Oh, double play ball to second. 4. To second for 1. Throw on to first won't be in time, so they just get the 1 there.
Now batting.
Stepping into the box, Brian Roberts. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Now a throw over to first in the dirt, and oh, he can't quite dig it out. First delivery to him on the way. Rising fastball, and it catches the zone for a strike. Runner goes. Pitch inside. The throw is well behind the play. That's an easy stolen base.
That's a great call from the dugout to put the runner in motion that time. With 2 outs and a good hitter at the plate, it's a pretty low-risk play. If he's out, you still got the same good hitter leading off the next inning. But if he's safe, he's in scoring position and a lot easier to drive in.
1-2 now as that one's fouled off. A ball and 2 strikes. Can't find the zone there as he lays off the breaking ball. Hit hard to the right side, but foul. The 2-2. A swing and a shot hit down the corner.
But this one will bend foul. Had plenty of distance, though, as it landed in the upper deck.
2-2. Here it is. Keeps fighting him off. The 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Lined hard toward right center. And this is into the alley and ought to be good for extra bases. He pulls into second safely, as also on the play a run comes across to score.
Well, we've already had some hard-hit balls in the first 2 innings here, and here's another one. Absolutely jumped off his bat and into the outfield, bringing another run home here in the early going.
And in steps Manny Machado as he'll look at a breaking ball that misses for ball 1. He launched one over the wall back in the opening frame. A ball and a strike now to Machado.
Hey, that's just a great mix of pitches right there, and that's what this guy's going to do if he's going to keep this team off balance.
And he'll fall behind now to 1-2. Has a look, now the pitch. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Puckett will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. Orioles get a run on the RBI double. On to the bottom of inning number 2. It's now 3-1 Baltimore. Bottom of the inning now, and striding forward the designated hitter, Goose Goslin.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
1-0 the count. Now here it comes. Liner toward right center. And that'll get down out there near the wall. And he's going to get to second now with nobody out.
You could tell he was thinking fastball all the way here, and that's exactly what he got. He was able to get the bat head out front and pull it into the gap into right center. Now they're set up pretty nicely for a good inning after that leadoff double.
Set to get his evening at the plate started, Kirby Puckett, batting just a notch below 300 so far on the season. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Right there for strike 1. And a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball 1. There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. And a climbing attempt at the wall, but this ball is gone. It's a two-run shot to straightaway left. 8th home run on the season for him. And the Twins have come back to tie it at 3-3.
Oh, and that was really close to a long out. The left fielder had a beat on it, and he gave it a great effort, but he couldn't quite bring it back. Instead, it's a trip around the bases.
At the plate, Joe Mauer. To right field and absolutely hammered. Forget about making a play on that ball. It's way out of here. Back-to-back home runs. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. 4th home run for him on the season as they take the lead 4-3. Ball's jumping in this one. That's the 4th to leave the yard so far.
Matty V, this is kind of a mini home run derby, D-Roll. Ball flying out of the ballpark today.
Just great approaches by both lineups today. We were around the cage during batting practice. Both were super confident, and it's coming to fruition today.
Jorge Polanco is at the plate here as he quickly finds himself down a strike. It's 0-1. 3 runs already home here. A bouncer up the middle. Throw on to first, and one shortstop grounds out to the other, 1 away.
Now batting, the second baseman, Rod Carew.
The next twin up, Rod Carew. His last at-bat didn't go his way as he popped out in foul territory.
Yeah, Matt, he's got to make an adjustment right here. His swing definitely broke down, dropped his back shoulder, and thus the result was a terrible pop-up foul.
Still only 1 out in the inning. Good fastball down around the knees there, taken for a strike. And now a curveball that's low and in the dirt for a ball. It's 2-1.
I don't blame him for not coming over the heart of the plate. He circled this guy on the lineup card when he got to the yard today. He's been swinging one of the hotter bats in the game.
Fouled away. Even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Hit out towards second. And that's through for a base hit. Make him 1 for 2 in this one.
Hey, after that hit right there, D-Roll, that extends his hitting streak to 6 games.
Yeah, no doubt about it. 6 days in a row with knocks will help you sleep better at night, Dan.
At the plate now, Gary Coyote. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. He launched one over the wall back in the opening frame. Runner goes for second. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw. And it's far too late as he steals second with ease. Runner at second here with 1 man out. Off the outside that time as the breaking ball can't catch the zone.
Well, I think he just kind of lost focus on the mound right there. It's clearly not going his way, and he's thinking more about that than the task at hand. And right now he needs to think about this hitter.
He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. Lifted down the line in left. And that's going to land foul. The 2-2 one more time. is a wave and a miss. He struck him out.
Anytime a pitcher locates a fastball on the inside corner, it's going to be a tough pitch to hit. That one was spot on, and he had no answer for it.
So now to the plate, Harmon Killebrew, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Comes set, the 0-1. Ground ball sent back up the middle, and that'll get through into center field for a base hit. And this will score the run from second to make this a 5-3 game now.
Boy, talking about picking your teammate up after that strikeout, D-Row. Big, and I mean big, 2-hard RBI single.
Yeah, way to come through for your team. When you take the donut off your bat right there, you're trying to pick up your teammate. He had the right game plan, didn't come outside it, stayed through the baseball, and was able to come through.
It was a double for him in his first turn at the plate. Two and 0.
Hey, always a good idea to take a couple of pitches when you're facing a young arm like this one. And now he's put himself in a real good hitter's count.
And he fouls this one off. The 2-1 home. Hit down the line at first. But this will be a foul ball as that evens things at 2-2. Has a look, now the pitch. Looks at a fastball low here, and it's full 3-2.
Good spot for an RBI. Put the ball in play with the runner in motion. He could score all the way from first.
He's set. Here's the 3-2. And a good at-bat that time as he lays off for ball 4. And as a result, that'll move a runner up into scoring position now with 2 away.
Oh, man, I think this walk is going to grind at him for a bit. He just missed, and now the inning continues with the man in scoring position.
Ready for another chance? Bob Allison. 2s all over the place. 2 on, 2 out, and of course, here in inning number 2. From the stretch, here's the pitch. In there, 0-1.
Hey, the way this guy on the mound's been struggling to find the zone, I'm not mad at the guy taking a pitch.
And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1.
When he's pitching effectively, usually that two-seam fastball is moving quite a bit, but here it's just kind of flat and straight. Could be a big part of the reason why he's getting knocked around.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Grounded back up the middle. He gets dirty, but he can't get there, and it's into center field. And the run is in to score from second. Now a 6-3 game.
Everybody has bad days at the office, including starting pitchers. He's given him 5 runs in this inning alone, and you have to wonder how long the manager's going to stay with him. Not long, I would bet.
Stepping in now, Goose Gosling, as he'll take strike 1 on the inside corner. 1 for 1 as he reached base with a double his first time up. Here's the 0-1. This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time.
has to be a challenge pitch coming up here. He probably doesn't want to flirt with loading the bases.
Hit hard on the ground is short. He's got it. Throw to second for the force out, and the side is retired. All in all, 10 men come to the plate and 5 score. We'll go now to the top of the third. It's the Twins 6 and the Orioles 3. Into the box, Brady Anderson. He'll stand in to open things up here in the third.
Anderson.
Here comes the first pitch. Strike taken, good bender on the outside there. Turned on that one and crushed it, just pulled it a little foul. Into the windup, here comes the 0-2 pitch. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And what's the call? It's a home run. And now hold everything here. We may have a situation here where they'll need to go and review whether or not this was really a home run. And that's precisely what's going to happen, as we'll give you a look on our monitors here. All right, the review looks like it's over. Was there indisputable video evidence? Yes, it's a foul ball after all. So take the home run off the board, and there's an instance where the video review got it right. The 0-2 once more. Misses, that's ball 1.
Hey, the fish ain't biting there on that 0-2 breaking ball, but you got to be careful because this pitcher might throw him another one.
Swing and a liner. Foul. Fastball well outside.
You know, these kind of at-bats can drive you crazy when you're on the mound. I mean, he's been ahead of him pretty much the whole time, but he just can't put him away. Not only that, but it's costing him a lot of bullets.
The 2-2. Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. And he can only battle for so long as he's finally set down here after an 8-pitch at-bat.
Great spot on that 2-2 fastball. You can't place it on the inside corner any better than that. And as a hitter, there's just not a whole lot you can do with that unless you're looking for it and time it just right. Love seeing a guy that can work the inside with his fastball.
In now, Frank Robinson. As the first pitch here's a bit high, it's ball 1. 1 for 1 after a single this first time up. The 1-0 is a sinker that dips below the zone for a ball.
2-0 to a guy with this kind of pop, you better be awfully careful because he's going to be swinging out of his shoes.
3-0 now.
I'd be shocked if this wasn't a 4-pitch walk right here. He doesn't want to mess around and leave something over the heart of the plate and get beat in this situation.
And this misses for ball 4. The second walk he surrendered here in the first 3 innings.
And with the bases empty, you don't feel bad about walking that guy. He's capable of taking deep every time he digs in, so it's not the worst thing in the world to work around him if you can.
Striding into the box, Eddie Murray looking to follow up the RBI single from his first at-bat. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Skied in the air to straightaway left. And there's out number 2 as this is taken in shy of the track, and the runner will have to retreat. Now in the box, Boog Powell 0 for 1 here in the early going. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Nope, that's a ball.
We're only in the third inning, and his pitch count is above 60. That's not being too efficient with your pitches.
A high fastball is in there.
Hey, I don't mind that batter taking that strike right there. He's walked a couple people early in this game. Got to find out if he can find the zone. If he wants to walk them all in, we'll take it.
That's strike 2 on a well-placed changeup around the knees.
He's looking pretty passive here, hitting with a chance to drive it a run. Gonna have to make something happen with 2 strikes now.
The 1-2 is looked at off the plate for a ball. Now a swing and a bouncing ball for the shortstop, Polanco. Throw on to Killebrew gets him, and that ends the inning. So no runs here, no base hits, no errors, and 1 man left on base. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3. The Twins are in front, 6-3. And we're back for the bottom of the third. Let's check in with Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Twins to discuss his thoughts on Minnesota's lineup so far. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. He said they're doing an excellent job with pitch selection, meaning they're swinging at the right pitches and doing damage with them. The numbers back that up. 5 extra base hits on the stat sheet, guys.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. Bottom of the third now, and next it'll be the outfielder, Kirby Puckett.
The last at bat, Matty B, we heard this guy's a good fastball hitter. He got a fastball and didn't miss it. We'll see if they pitch him a little bit differently this time and mix in some off-speed pitches.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2. Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first out.
Yeah, as they say, there's a hole in his swing in that location, so a good job there of exploiting that. That can be real hard for some guys to overcome when teams start figuring out what locations you just can't handle.
To the plate now, Joe Mauer. Hit back up the middle. And that'll get on through into center, and he's got himself a 1-out hit. They've gotten their hits in deep counts. They've gotten their hits in early counts. This has been a real onslaught.
Yeah, you can look at it one of 2 ways, Matty. Either they have a ton of respect for the man on the mound, and they are just going to ambush tactics, and it seems to work for them. Or you can look at it the other way. They're just getting lucky.
Into the box now, Jorge Polanco. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball 1. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. A ball and no strikes. Here it is. A bouncer to the left side. There's one. The relay not in time as he beats the throw by a step. Ready once again, Rod Carew. He singled his last time up. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. This is line to left, and that's in there. Base hit.
Well, pitching poorly once like he did in his last start, it's going to happen here or there, but he's struggling here again too, and there has to be some concern. And part of it is probably psychological. He's got to get those here we go again thoughts out of his head.
At the plate now, Gary Coyote, as he takes a called strike at the knees. It's 0-1. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. Looking to wiggle out of this. Here it is. 2 men are on with 2 men out. way outside. 1-2. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. The 1-2 misses for the second ball.
This is a huge pitch right here. I don't think he wants to go 3-2 and have those runners be in motion. Look for him to be aggressive with what he thinks is his best pitch right now.
The 2-2. Popped up. Machado has a play. And the inning is over. Twins strand a pair. They still lead it 6-3. All set for the start of the fourth. And stepping in is the veteran shortstop, Cal Ripken.
Cal Ripken Jr.
Now here's the pitch. Hit hard to third. And that's a base hit, so the pressure's on to open up the inning.
Man, that's a nice job by the batter right there, keeping the front side in. Not easy on a curveball. Would have been easy to throw the front side and hook that foul, but he was able to stay inside and drive it for a base hit.
So now to the plate, Chris Boyles, as he takes a called strike on the black. It's 0-1. Reached base via the walk in his first plate appearance. Now the 0-1. Fouled off. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Struck him out.
Pitching 101 is changing location and upsetting the hitter's timing. You do that, and everything's going to be fine. In that strikeout, he never threw the same pitch twice in a row, and he won the battle because of it.
Into the box, Paul Blair. Here's a fly ball, well hit. Olivo is over to his right as he puts this one away. 2 down. Digging in once again, Brian Roberts. 1 for 2 with a double on the ledger so far. He's set. Here it comes. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1.
Shocked he didn't let it fly right there. Usually you're looking for a fastball elevated to get the party started.
Great curveball there. Really fooled him with that one.
Offered at that breaking ball below the zone, and that's a tough one to spit on. But the key is recognizing it coming out of the pitcher's hand earlier and making sure that it goes up before it comes down. More likely to be a hanger when that's the case.
And a check swing here, appealed down to third, but James Kingsley says he held up. Ball 1. Ground ball right side, and that'll get on through into right field for a base hit, and that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Now batting.
You don't see that too much in today's game. Most guys, it doesn't matter what the count is, they're looking to line them, drive the ball out of the ballpark. Not the case here. Good 2-strike adjustment, able to punch a ground ball through a hole for a single.
Standing in now, Manny Machado. He offers at it and hits it in the air to left. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. So it's no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 men left stranded. On now to the bottom half of inning number 4. It's the Twins 6 and the Orioles 3. Ready to go in the bottom of the 4th. And here is the killer, Harmon Killebrew.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. A ball and no strikes.
Count 1-0.
Throw to first is in time for the first out.
The right fielder.
The number 4 Minnesota hitter, Tony Olivo. First pitch coming. Here it is.
This guy loves to drop the head on those pitches down and in. I'm shocked he went in there, but he's able to jump ahead and get away with it.
Lifted the other way down the left field line. And that will end up a foul ball. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch.
Ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes, count.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Having a hard time putting this hitter away here, and when I was looking at the tape on him from his last start, this is what I saw a lot of. He's not closing the door on guys, and when that's the case, they eventually get a pitch that they can do something with.
And he's in there easily at second with a 1-out double.
Well, Matt, as we take a look at his line here, he might not know all the specifics, but he knows he hasn't been pitching all that well in this one. Sometimes it happens, you start a game and never completely get into that rhythm. Seems to be the case here.
To the plate now, Bob Allison, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. A 1-0 delivery.
That's ball 2.
This offense is absolutely feasting on these count leverage situations. If he's going to have any chance of feeling good about his effort tonight, this pitcher has got to get back in the strike zone.
Taken, and that one catches the bottom part of the strike zone. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now. 6 runs, 11 hits, and no errors in the ball game for Minnesota. And now this ball's lifted in the air down the right field line, but this will get back into the seats, so the count holds at 2-2. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. And that's low, so a good eye there as he works the count back full. And that misses ball 4, so it's 1st and 2nd now with only 1 away.
I'm sure the manager is fine with that. He tried to entice him with that 3-2 pitch, but he didn't take the bait. First base was open, though, so he just needs to make a good pitch for a ground ball.
Here comes the Baltimore skipper out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And he's going to motion for his bullpen here. That'll do it for the starter tonight. So a less than stellar performance here tonight as he makes the early exit and forces that bullpen into action much earlier than anticipated. Wally Buckner answers the call from the pen here in the 4th as they didn't get the outing they were hoping for from their starter.
Buckner.
Goose Goslin will be his first assignment here as he'll face him with runners at 1st and 2nd and 1 gone. As a look, now the pitch. Sinker gets the outside for a strike.
Hey, it's nearly impossible to turn two with a guy that could run like this. It's even harder when he comes out of the box hitting from the left side. You really need something tailor-made to even have a chance to get him at first.
And it's quickly 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Now a pitch swung on and foul tipped right off the mask. It sounded like of the home plate umpire, and that cannot feel too good, I wouldn't imagine. Now a curveball misses inside. Runners are at first and second with 1 away. This is line to left, and this is going to be a fair ball as it'll head to the corner. Long throw to third. Throw won't get him as he arrives at second without a play, as a run will score on the play as well.
Just a great at-bat there. That one-out double gets a run across, and now they've got runners at second and third and are one solid swing away from making this a real big inning.
At the plate, Kirby Puckett, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. He's 1 for 2 in this one. And it looks as though the decision makers in the dugout will give him a free pass to first, so the bases are loaded here on the intentional walk, and the force play is now in order.
Well, they felt it was better to take the bat out of the hands of a guy like that. He's just too dangerous, and they decided they'll take their chances with the next guy in the lineup.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Joe Mauer is in for a third plate appearance as he watches one miss inside. It's 1-0. From the stretch. And that's inside and a bit low anyways. It's 2-0. From the belt, kicks and deals. Good pitch there, had him a little out in front.
You have to find a way to lay off that low sinker. There is just no way to do any damage. You're just looking at you.
And he tries to get to the backhand, but it gets on by. And the run is in to score from third.
That's just your classic ribby knock right there, Dan. He's able to turn on the pitch he wanted right there and drive it into the outfield.
Good job getting the barrel to the ball right there, able to get that one through, and picks up an RBI. Hard hit and a well-deserved run batted in.
At the plate, Jorge Polanco. He hits here in a spot where he might be able to put this one out of reach.
Yeah, Matt, down 5, another run across here could very well put the nail in the coffin. Mentally, they might still feel like they've got a shot if they can get out of this jam, though.
First pitch of the at-bat. Hit in the air down the left field line. And this will wind up a foul ball. In his career, Polanco hits a little over the 270 mark. Comes set, and the 0-1. Chopped on the ground to first. One there. Over to Murray. They get the double play. And the side is retired. So 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 left. We played 4 full. Twins are out in front, 8-3. Stepping in, Brady Anderson. He's in to get things going here in inning number 5.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going.
There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner. Nearly a big fly to start the inning. Instead, a foul ball. Line drive to left. And that ball gets down out near the wall and should be extra bases. And the Orioles are in business here. It's a leadoff double.
Left fielder really never had a chance at that one at all. It was over his head before he knew it, bouncing off the base of the wall for an easy double. Those are the kind of shots anyone would feel good about.
At the plate now, Frank Robinson, as he'll try to hold back on the swing, but he went around for the first strike. 3 runs, 7 hits, and no errors for the Orioles so far. And he takes a cold strike up and out over the plate, 0-2. A swing and a ground ball to third. Scooped up, and the throw to first is in time, 1 gone. Now at the plate, Eddie Murray. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Murray.
First pitch on its way. Now the 1-1 pitch.
Count 2-1.
Hey. 2-2. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. And this misses, so that'll fill the count at 3-2.
Keep in mind, people, the longer the at-bat, the higher the likelihood that this becomes his last inning.
Making him sweat out there. The 7th pitch coming up. And he'll try to hold back, but he won't be able to, as that's ruled a swing, and there are 2 away now.
A lot of indecision there on that check swing, and that's something you see quite a lot on 3-2. When the difference between striking out and drawing a walk can be an inch or 2, it's pretty understandable why guys aren't always aggressive with their swings.
Here's the first pitch to him. Boog Powell stands in as he can't connect here. 0-1. And he'll look at a fastball just off the black, and it's even at 1.
There is a base open here, so the option to work around it is there if they want to go that route.
And here's a fastball, not close, as he runs it to 2-1 now. 2 out here and a runner at second. High and deep down the left field line. And no one can get there. It's a foul ball. Looking to punch him out again. Pitch. Fastball didn't miss by much, and it's a full count now. 3-2.
Some pitchers fall into the trap of giving in on 3-2 because they don't want to walk the guy. But with the base open, it's not the end of the world if you do. You still need to make a quality pitch.
Popped him up. Mauer waits on it. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. 1 left for the Orioles. Can't make any headway into an 8-3 deficit. Set now for the bottom of the 5th, and that'll bring in the second baseman, Rod Carew.
Second baseman.
3rd baseman in tight, protecting the bunt. The first pitch rounded down the 3rd baseline, but this is foul for the first strike. The windup and the 0-1. Now a swing and a miss, and things are not looking real promising here. Down 0-2.
Oh, I love that pitch right there. Up and in, jam, sandwich.
This is in the air out to straightaway center. Blair is right there, 1 down. There's a look at the final line for the Orioles starter, and clearly he was off his game this evening.
Well, this one's really easy to dissect. Too many pitches left over the heart of the plate. 3 bombs allowed in this one. He's going to have to do a better job of throwing quality pitches down the road.
Settling in now, Gary Coyote. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Sinkers in there. No balls and a strike. Bases are empty. One man out. Reaches out for one and hits it on the ground to second. Throw on to first. Two gone. Digging in to try it again. Harmon Killebrew. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Here comes the first pitch. Good slider there. Gets a swing and miss. 2 out, nobody on. And boy, big problems here to start this at bat. It's 0-2 now.
Real ugly 0-1 swing there. As a pitcher, you've got to be hunting for the strikeout, knowing you have this guy way off balance.
And a check swing here, but he holds up far too late as it's strike 3 and the inning is over. Nothing across here this half. 5 innings complete. Minnesota leads this one 8-3. Top half of the 6th about to get started, and coming forward now is the shortstop, Cal Ripken. Pitch number 100 on its way. Now some action out in the Minnesota pen, as it looks like both a lefty and a right-hander are up to throw. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1.
Right guy, right spot. This is one of the better hitters in their lineup. Just the guy they want to see coming up now to get this inning going.
The 1-1.
Hey, after those 2 breaking balls missed, you have to be sitting on a fastball right here.
The 2-1.
Good job to work the count and put himself back in the driver's seat. Started off with 1 strike, and now he's got the count in his favor, 3-1.
The 3-1 pitch. Fly ball out toward left center field. Center fielder giving chase. And he tracks it down. Nice play for the first out. In now for the O's, Chris Boyles. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Now here's the pitch. Ball 1. 1 out, nobody on. There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. See you later. Over the wall, a home run. A solo shot here to left. 7 home runs for him on the year now, as it is now an 8-4 ball game.
Hey, that's the price you pay right there when you try and sneak a fastball past this guy. Power hitter, and every power hitter in the league knows you got to start with the numero uno, number 1, man. You got to get on the heater and adjust to everything else, and he did just that.
Standing in, Paul Blair, and the starter remains out there despite just allowing the long ball. We thought maybe they'd go and get him, but no indication of that yet.
Yeah, to me, that home run was a sign that he's starting to get a little bit tired out there. It was a good pitch to hit, and it's typically the command that starts slipping when you're fatiguing a little bit. So I can't see him being out there much longer.
Down the third baseline, but a foul ball here, 0-1. And now a pitch on the way. Grounded up the first baseline. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
The batter number
So the
one.
batting order turns over now and set to go Brian Roberts. It was a single for him in his last at bat. First offering on its way. On the ground to third. Right to him. Throw on to Killebrew gets him, and that ends the inning. Orioles draw closer on the home run. On to the bottom of the sixth. It's the Twins 8 and the O's 4. Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and digging in is the outfielder Tony Olivo.
The right fielder, Tony.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Strike taken as that one catches the outer part of the plate. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. Swing and a looper to left. He lays out for it, but he can't pull it in. Around second now, and they still haven't flagged this one down. And he is into third with a triple, his 3rd hit of the night.
Wow, you'd think they'd learned their lesson and would pitch around this guy. That's his 3rd extra base hit of the game. This one a triple, and he can seemingly do nothing wrong.
So stepping in, Bob Allison. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Seared down the first baseline. And they'll only be able to get the out at first here as the run is in to score from third.
Great job to cash in following that leadoff triple. Infield's back, so you just want to make sure you get it on the ground, and that's an easy RBI.
Now it'll be the Minnesota DH, Goose Goslin. He's roped a couple of doubles in 3 trips to this point. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Hit hard towards the hole. And the off-balance throw gets him. Nice play for the out. So digging in now, Kirby Puckett.
Kirby Puckett.
First offering on its way. This year against right-handed pitching, Puckett is hitting just over the benchmark 300 plateau. Source of pride for him, I'm sure.
You want to talk about having a career season, Matty. This guy's batting average is through the roof, one of the best in the business, and maybe more importantly, his OPS is through the roof as well, which means he's doing it with damage.
Hit hard towards center. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. So that knock keeps the bottom of the 6th inning hot.
Hey, they weren't going to keep this guy down for long. That's the ebbs and flows of the baseball season. Bottom line is this guy has bat-to-ball skills. You knew he was going to get hot eventually.
Here's a look over to first, and he's back in standing. So now to the plate, Joe Mauer, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. Trying to keep it going. A perfect 3 for 3 thus far. Here's the 0-1. Tried to get him to go after the slider, but it's 1-1. A runner on first with 2 away. Fastball just inside. That's bounced foul. It's 2-2. From the belt, kicks and deals. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Left fielder is on the move. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. Twins get a run on 2 hits. We're through 6 full. It's the Twins 9 and the O's 4. Francisco Liriano is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
Number 47, Francisco Liriano.
Stepping into the box, Manny Machado. These two have not faced each other at the major league level.
Manny Machado.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. A little tardy there. No balls and a strike.
Well, he kind of tipped his hand right there. His approach is obviously sitting on the off speed because he was so late on that first pitch heater.
And a base hit, so early trouble to lead off the inning.
There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dan. Sent it back right where it came from.
Into the box now, Brady Anderson. And a first pitch swing. He hits a fly ball to left center. Allison will settle under it to make the play for the first out, as the runner will have to head back to first. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Frank Robinson. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game. First delivery to him on the way. Fastball off the plate away for ball 1. Now a ball hit hard toward first. A leap, but he can't bring it down. Base hit. And they'll have runners at second and third following the 1-out double.
When it left his bat, I thought it might curve foul, but he manages to squeak it just inside the right field line for a well-hit line drive double. By the time the right fielder tracked it down, he was easily into second.
Stepping in now, Eddie Murray, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball 1-0. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Ready with the 1-0. Takes this the other way to right. Catch is made here in right, and here comes the runner from third. They'll cash in here as the run is in to score from third. It's now a 9-5 ball game.
Well, that wasn't your standard sac fly hit. It was hit pretty low and hard, so it wasn't a given they were going to send him. But they did, and they add a number to the run column.
Standing in, Boog Powell. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. First pitch on its way. So far this season, with runners in scoring position, Powell is holding on to a batting average way down in the 210s.
Yeah, Matty, he's well aware of it. Runners in scoring position, that's where you need to be on your game. He's just expanded the zone entirely too much in these situations.
This inning really feels like it's getting away from him out there. As a reliever, you can't let that happen. Nothing you can do about what's already happened, and it's only going to get worse if you're not focusing on the guy in the batter's box.
And a cold strike on the outside part of the plate.
Hey, you get 2-0, your eyes light up, but you're sitting in one spot, and he obviously didn't get it right there. But he still finds himself in a 2-1 count, ready to do some damage.
He's fallen behind now, 3-1. 2 outs here with a runner at third. Hard liner toward short. A leaping try, but it's out of his reach and into the outfield. The runner from third comes across to score as they try and chip away at the deficit.
The batter.
Boy, Dero, you have to be licking your chops sitting in a 3-1 count. You get a fastball, he gets it and doesn't miss it.
Yeah, Dan, that's what you strive for. Find count leverage situations where you can be aggressive. Process of elimination tells you he's got to come fastball or something over the heart of the plate, and he didn't miss it.
Tyler Duffy will get the ball here as he looks to get the final out in the top of the 7th. In now, Cal Ripken, as he lays off a fastball too low for ball one. The 1-0 home.
Looked like he was going to wait him out, see if he was going to come over the heart of the plate. Well, newsflash, he is, and this hitter's going to adjust his batting gloves, and he better be ready in the box.
2 out with the man at first. Lays off the slider that time. 2-1.
Big sweeping breaking ball right there. Good pitch, but if he wants to get him to swing at it, he'll have to bring it in a little bit closer to the strike zone.
He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. Fly ball out toward left center field. Left fielder giving chase. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. We'll move on now to the bottom half of the 7th. Get up and stretch. It's the Twins 9 and the Orioles 6. Ben McDonald gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Jorge Polanco. He'll try and get something started in the home half of the 7th. First pitch on its way. Looks like a lefty and a right-hander throwing in the Baltimore bullpen. The 1-1 home.
Hey, last 2 pitches back-to-back, off speed, then he's late on the fastball. He could pretty much do anything he wants right here on the mound.
Hops this one up, and there to grab it is Roberts for the first out.
Now batting, the second baseman.
And now back to the leadoff spot in the Twins lineup. Stepping in, Rod Carew. On the night, he's 2 for 4 with a pair of singles. First pitch of the at-bat. Hopped up. Machado has room in foul territory. 2 down. Gary Coyote will stand in again, but first we'll flash you back to the very first inning of the ballgame. And here you go, a solo home run that had him off and running early on. Now here's the pitch. Didn't quite catch the zone there, ball 1. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. Swung on and missed. That strike 2. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. Reined in. Throw onto the first baseman Murray, and that retires the side. Down go the Twins in order. They won't add to their 9-6 lead. Chris Boyles will stand in yet again as we flash you back to the middle innings. This was a turning point here. A solo home run that was really one of the key at-bats of the ballgame to this point. Here's the first pitch to him. A bouncer up the middle. And into center field, a base hit. So early trouble here to start the 8th inning.
Hey, excellent job right there, leading off the inning with a base hit. We got to keep this line moving. We cannot stop. Nobody can make an out. We have to find a way to put 2 men, maybe 3 men, put some pressure on this defense.
Into the box, Paul Blair, as he'll take a look at ball one. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Here it comes, 1-0. In the air out toward right field. And a great diving effort there, but it'll just tip off his glove, and it's a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
The batter, number 1, second baseman, Brian.
Now at the plate, Brian Roberts. He's doubled and singled in 4 at-bats in this contest. From the stretch. Swung on and missed for the first strike.
I think it's about time to choke up on that bat and get that foot down. He's awfully tardy right now.
In there, and he's in control 0-2 now.
Surprised the pitcher would even go to the top of the zone looking for a double play in this situation.
None out, runners at first and second. And on 0-2, he misses with a fastball.
That's a great take right there. You knew the pitcher was going to try and expand the zone 0-2 in a big spot, and he was able to spit on that one. Hopefully get something in the heart of the plate this pitch.
The 1-2. Popped him up. Coyote in foul ground. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone. In now, Manny Machado. He went deep earlier, and he's 2 for 4 to this point. First delivery to him on the way. And he starts him out with a strike on the outer half.
Awesome execution right there. Great pitcher's pitch and an excellent job to get ahead in a tough spot.
And it's 1-1.
Hey, if you're going to throw a pitch like that to this guy, that's right where you want to miss. Any lower, and he'll probably make you pay for it.
And it's fouled away. And another foul ball. The 1-2.
This is a fun guy to watch when he's up there. Really battles. Doesn't take any pitches off. He's a grinder. Always seems to make it difficult on the opposing pitcher.
The 2-2. Brady Anderson will be next. The 3-2 now to Machado. Fouled away. And he misses with that one. Ball 4, and that's going to load the bases now with still only 1 away.
I think he was trying to be a little too fine there, and a walk is the result. Well, the good news is he has a force at every base. The bad news, a single probably drives in a couple of runs.
Now pitching for the
So they'll go to the bullpen now, and it'll be the left-hander here to face the upcoming left-handed batter. Brady Anderson will be the first to meet him here, and he'll do so in an enviable situation indeed. Bases loaded and only 1 out now. He's set and the pitch. And the first pitch misses high here, perhaps trying to get him to pop something up. It's 1-0. Left it up in the zone, but it's a strike. 1-1.
Hey, pretty aggressive pitch right there up in the zone. Surprised he didn't offer at it.
The 1-1 home.
Hey, it often becomes harder to hit the zone when the pressure starts to heat up.
The 2-1 is taken, ball 3.
Well, this is the matchup they wanted, bringing in the reliever, but falling behind 2-0 doesn't exactly help the situation very much.
Swing and a misses. He was way early on that one. 3-2.
That's not a pitch he misses very often. He knows he should have done something with that one.
Now the 3-2 pitch. Yanked high and deep down the line in right. And it's a foul ball. A payoff pitch one more time. Hit hard down the line. And this gets past him at third as it hugs the line. A fair ball. He's in at second safely as they also score a pair of runs on the play.
Usually a hitter will shorten his swing with 2 outs, but not this guy. He puts a big charge into this one and drives in a couple of runs along the way. That can be frustrating as a pitcher when you had a guy on the ropes and you couldn't finish him off, especially when he drives in runs.
Standing in now, Frank Robinson, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. 1 out with the possible tying and go-ahead runs on base here. And it looks as though the decision makers in the dugout will give him a free pass to first, so the bases are loaded here on the intentional walk, and the force play is now in order.
Well, tough to say if that was their intention or not, but it's not the worst thing that could happen. A force at every base now, so there are a lot of ways to get out of this.
So striding in, Eddie Murray, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. On the ground to the right side and through, a base hit. 1 run is scored. He's in there at the plate, and they've taken the lead here in the 8th.
You know, it's awfully difficult to score runs late in the game after being down by 1-0. That base hit drives in 2. That's a huge base hit.
What a momentum swing. What an AB right there. Now you got to grab your leather and go out and flash some D for the boys.
Jim Perry gets the call as he'll pitch with 1 gone in the top of the 8th.
Number 31, Jim Perry.
At the plate now, Boog Powell, as the first pitch misses to him. It's ball 1. Perry playing here in his age 34 season. He's in his 3rd season as a major league player.
Yeah, Matty, this guy has had an amazing career. And you know what? It's a testament to how hard he's worked, the changes he's had to make. This is a game of adjustments, and you don't hang around this long if you're not prepared to make some adjustments along the way.
Too much bite on the sinker, and he's behind 2-0 now.
Got to find a way to execute either a good fastball down and away or flip something off speed for a strike. You cannot miss over the heart of the plate in these situations. The hitter is on high alert.
A shot down the first baseline, but this will get foul. 2-1. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Puckett calls off the left fielder as he takes charge for the 2nd out. Into the box now, Cal Ripken in a big at-bat in this one. 2 on, 2 away here in the 8th. Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch. Hit on the ground to short. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. 9 men come to the plate, 4 score. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up. The Orioles are on top 10-9. B.J. Ryan was on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th. Bottom of inning number 8 set to go. And here is the killer, Harmon Killebrew.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
First pitch on its way. Outside with the fastball. That's 1-0. High in the air down the right field line. Right fielder is on the run. He gets to it and makes the catch for the first out.
The right fielder.
Digging in and looking for more, Tony Olivo. He's looking to go 4 for 4 with a base hit right here. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Now a swing and a miss as they start him out on a pitch well inside for strike 1. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. The 0-1 pitch. Hot shot down the line, but that'll get foul. It's 0-2 now. Ryan, a native of Louisiana, the Bayou State. This is his 6th season for him in the big leagues. Oh, 0-2 count. Here's the pitch.
High fastball right there with a 2-strike count. You know what that might be doing? Setting up the next pitch. Could be that hard slider down and away. Something breaking down and away off the plate.
Hit in the air down the right field line. And foul. Another 1-2 delivery. And he fouls this one off. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And a fastball blew it right by him, and they're 2 down.
That swing tells me he was really trying to get a pitch out front and rip it down the line, but that wasn't a great pitch to do it on. It's really not the best 2-strike approach either.
Into the box now, Bob Allison, as he'll take a look at a slider that can't make it back to the corner. It's ball 1. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
2 tough sliders right there, but he was able to lay off him. Might have bought himself a fastball in this situation.
2-0 pitch on the way. Too high, and it's 3-0.
Well, he was definitely looking fastball here, and he got one. But that was good discipline to lay off and get himself into a 3-0 count.
Now here it comes. And he lays off, ball 4. So now the potential tying run here is aboard late in the game. So that's the 2nd walk he's worked in this one.
Yeah, and that seems to be a popular approach when this guy steps in. He can really hurt you with one swing, so I think the idea is mostly not to let this one guy beat you, Matt.
So a crucial moment here, and standing in, Goose Goslin. And he does so representing the possible go-ahead run. Fastball over the outside, but in there for a strike.
Hey, I know the tying run's at first right here, but if the pitcher on the mound executes, keeps the ball in play, I think good things are going to happen.
Ready with the 0-1. Just a bit high with the fastball, but didn't get the call. A 1-1. That's lifted the other way out to left. Anderson will reach out with one hand to make the catch on the move, and that ends the inning. Twins wind up stranding one. Lead won't change hands. It's still 10-9. set to start the ninth in this one. And next to hit is the catcher, Chris Boyles. Here's the first pitch to him. Hit sharply but foul down the right side. One and one.
You know, something to keep in mind. They're really burning through that bullpen, and this is only the first game of the series. Definitely could have an impact on the rest of the series and maybe even the whole week ahead.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. That nibbled the corner there, but missed. 2-1.
Ball
3-1.
When you're playing close games like this, base runners mean everything, so he can ill afford to start giving away free passes.
The 3-1. Skied into straightaway right. Right fielder giving chase. He gets there and makes the play for the first out.
The center fielder.
Now at the plate, Paul Blair. He's 1 for 4 for the game. First delivery to him on the way. Clearly off with his timing on that one. A swinging strike. 1-run game here in the top of the ninth. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. One and two now as that's in there at the knees.
Great pitch right there. That is a huge breaking ball. Not shocked he took it. Got to calibrate that one for a second.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. Center fielder on the run. He gets there and makes a fine running play for the second out.
Now batting. The second base.
Digging in the switch hitter, Brian Roberts. He's looking for his third hit of the ball game here. Now the pitch. And he'll look at a first pitch curveball that's in the dirt. It's ball one. And he takes a called strike one. Fouled off. Now here it comes. That misses, and we're even at 2-2.
Well, all of the umpires in the seats thought that was strike three, and they weren't far off, but I think that was a good call. Looked to be just a bit outside.
2 out, nobody on. Struck him out, so it remains a 1-run lead as they head in for their final set of swings. 3 up, 3 down for the Orioles as they cling to a 10-9 advantage. Greg Olson takes the ball now in inning number 9, looking to close the door.
Greg Olson.
Kirby Puckett will dig in again, and as he does, we'll flash you back to inning number 2 as you get a look at his 2-run homer that was a big blow early on. Third baseman hugging the line here. Now the first pitch.
0-1 to count.
Outside with the fastball as the count moves to 2-1 now. Timing just a tick off there as this one's fouled off to the right. Here now the 2-2. Hit hard to the right. Foul. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. And he misses this one inside, and that'll run things full 3-2.
To be honest with you, I'm a little bit more afraid of the guy on deck than the guy that's up right now. If I'm on the mound, I want this guy up right now. He's the guy that's got to beat me.
High in the air down the right field line. But this will wind up being a foul ball. Another payoff pitch. Breaking pitch is swung on and hit fouled over to the right side. Another full count pitch home. And he'll get to see another one. It'll be the 10th pitch of this at-bat. Payoff pitch one more time. This is in the air out to straightaway center. Long run for the center fielder. He makes the catch. A great effort to get there and record the first out of the inning. So striding forward now, Joe Mauer. He'll look to keep it going. 3 for 4 so far in the ballgame. First pitch fastball in there for a called strike. And he'll fight this one foul off to the left as the count goes to 0-2. Nothing in 2 count and the pitch. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2.
He wasn't even close to swinging right there. That was a stone cold take.
Tough pitch to lay off there, but he did, and it's even up at 2-2.
One thing to take note of is how these last 2 batters have really driven up his pitch count. He's had to use 14 pitches already on them, and he's not even through this guy yet. 14 is near the top end of what you want to throw in a complete inning.
And that is swung on and missed, and things are starting to look bleak here for the home 9. There are 2 away now.
What I like about that strikeout, guys, is that he came back with a fastball on 2-2. He was heading to count 0-2 earlier, but instead of continuing to nibble a little bit, he decided to get aggressive again and to challenge with his hard stuff.
At the plate, Jorge Polanco, as the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. That's inside. 2-0.
2 outs here, and the focus needs to stay sharp. You don't want that lineup turning over in an inning if you can help it.
And that's over. 2-1. Fans on their feet in a 1-run ball game in the last of the 9th. And this one's going to bounce up to the plate. An easy take there, and it's 3-1 now.
Time to narrow your focus up there at the plate. In a 1-run game, he doesn't want to walk you, so there's a good chance he's going to get something to handle right here.
The 3-1. Good pitch as this is swung on and missed, and now they're down to perhaps their final strike of the evening. Final strike for the Twins. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. Good battle here. This will be the 7th pitch coming up. Hit in the air down the right field line. But this is going to wind up a foul ball. And it's fouled away. Here's a hard hit ball to the left side that'll be taken in out there at short. Unlucky that time, and that ball will end the inning.
Yeah, it's only been a week, but I guess it probably feels like a million years ago since they had their last win. But this 6-game losing streak is behind them now, so we'll see if they can string some W's together.
And it's a 10-9 final at the end of this one. The Baltimore Orioles posted 4 runs in the 8th on the way to victory. Ben McDonald gets the win in relief, his 2nd of the year. Greg Olson closes the door for the save, his 8th of the season. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plezak, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
Our final line score tonight. First for the victorious Orioles, 10 runs, 15 hits, no errors. They left 9 runners on base. For the Twins, 9 runs on 15 hits. No errors. They left 10 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 55 minutes. Thank you for joining us here tonight. And we remind